Hello everyone, I just wanted to drop in and give you all a quick update on the Fig and Bean Co. Etsy shop that I am now running. It has opened and everything has sold out and it is incredibly overwhelming and I feel so much gratitude and I thank you all for your help and your support and keeping me inspired and pushing me forward and encouraging me to step out of my comfort zone. It's been a scary thing to do, but it's been something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and it's really exciting for it to be coming to fruition. It's turning into a reality, or it is now, actually, and that's really exciting. So this is just a sneak peek of some of the things that I want to have listed in my shop for next week. The stickers are being made currently, and it's going to take a couple of days. But I have these Fig and Bean Co. stickers. I might sell them as a set, although originally I had intended not to sell them, but just to use them as an envelope closure, as like a special little touch, a special little logo to send out with the orders. These are the two new collages that will be introduced. Some of the prior collages will still be sold. However, all of those collages are going to be made out of a die cut sticker now. And so it's a vinyl rather than a paper, which means that they'll be a little bit more durable. And also, they're all going to have squared corners. That way, the buyers can customize them and stick them in spaces they see fit, rather than me telling them where they should go, if that makes sense. I do have a bunch of felt pen pouches that are made, and those will also go up for sale as well. So I have small felt pouches and large felt pouches. And then this is something new that I'm working on. And here's just real quick an example of the felt pouches that are made. But this is a prototype for a folio. This is a B6 Stalogy folio that is made by hand in leather, and I'm really excited about it. It's greatly flawed. This is the very first time working in this scale with leather. And so there's a lot of things that I would like to streamline and refine, and there's a lot of design elements that I'd like to incorporate, a visual, a certain aesthetic that I'd like to bring to the table that maybe isn't really out there available in folios right now. But this is just super basic, just so I could kind of play around with the fit and how to execute it. So yeah, I'm really actually quite excited with this and happy with how it turned out. I don't generally like the things that I make because I'm really critical of what I produce, not of other people's goods. In fact, I love all those little elements that make something look handmade. But when it comes to the things that I create, usually I can't get past those things because that to me just looks like a flaw. And so I don't usually use what I make. I would rather buy someone else's handmade good. But this is actually one of the few things that I've made in which I've actually really enjoyed using it. And I really like the way it feels. I like the way it looks. I like that I made it. So it feels really personal. And even though there's so many problems with it and there's so many things I'd like to change, I really like it. And I'm so excited to make more of these. So the fit is really snug. So I need to make my pattern just a little bit bigger. I like that it's so snug because it feels really specialized or really like catered to the B6 Stalogy. But I also don't want it to be hard for people to get their notebook into the cover. I like the snap button closure, but I don't like this particular snap button closure just because it has kind of a high profile and I'd like something that is a little bit more streamlined. So I have a bunch of ideas for how I'd like to redesign and reconfigure that closure. And then this is just footage of the process. So here's the pattern that I made. This is after cutting out the leather, which was really scary. It was such a commitment to cut out the leather because you can't really go back once you do it. And then I punched the holes with a diamond punch, I think is what it's called. I'm really fortunate to have a partner that has a lot of experience working with leather and happens to have a lot of the tools that I need. So that's one of the things that like prevented me from doing this. I've wanted to do this for a very long time, but not having the knowledge and not having any of the tools, it just seemed really daunting. And so now I have someone in my life that can kind of guide me through it and teach me the stitches and let me borrow his tools. And so that's really exciting. Here's the saddle stitch, which I really enjoyed doing. I found it very soothing, although again, like that's something that could be improved. And then I sanded the edges and I burnished them with a little wooden tool, only realizing afterwards, or being reminded afterwards, I should say, that it's all about friction, not pressure. So I was trying to muscle it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you again for supporting, and I'll see you in the next video.